It's Spooktober completed pages time. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Middle Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. As mentioned, this video is about all of my completed colouring book pages for the month of October 2022. Now it's a very dark and rainy day here in Melbourne. You may hear the rain come through on the video, so apologies for that. So I've had to put extra lighting on and there's a bit of glare happening, but it will only happen when I show the covers. I have some Halloween themed nails I got done. As you can see, just a couple of bloody blood drips on a couple of nails. So I thought they would be perfect. For me, I did 41 pages this month, which for all of 2022 is my record. I have not done that many or even close to that many in any other month. So just proving how much I love Spooktober. So let's start with the colour by numbers first, and we'll start with this one first. Oh, the rain's really picked up now. It's quite a storm. So again, apologies if you hear the rain in the background. This one is my only Halloween themed colouring book images I did, and it is the rug hooking book by Irina Sinichkina. I've probably butchered that name and apologies. Now this is I believe it's a Sun Life drawing book, and it's based on the artwork by Irina. And I love this book. It's really cool images. So I did the first 5 pages and they were all done with Crayola Super Tips. Here's the first piece. It's called The Flirting and it's from 2018. They've got The Rooks Have Arrived, again from 2018. This one is called We Are Watching a Movie About Love on Colour TV. It's from 2019. New Year Together with Voltaire from 2019. And the last one I did, It's Too Much Water, also from 2019. So I really do enjoy this book. It's an unusual colour by number because it is based on rug hooking artwork. So as I said, this is the only one that is not Halloween themed. All of the books from this point onwards are. So we have Dazzling Zombies Mystery Mosaics. This would be Sunny Publishing. And I completed the first 5 in this one. Now I usually do the cross method when I do mystery mosaics, but because it's zombies and I love zombies and horror things, I wanted to actually colour them in completely. So this one was done with the Brutfuner pencils. And then I started doing them with either alcohol markers or just general water-based markers I had lying around. Sometimes I did the full background, sometimes I didn't. It really just depended on the mood I was in. I do love the fact that I've decided to colour these in fully because I think they pop a lot more than just doing the checkerboard method. The cross method. Now this one I posted on my Instagram when I did it. I did do this one actually early in September, but I did post it on there because I thought with the caption of what am I colouring? It's seriously, I know it's meant to be a zombie worm, but it does look a bit like an angry penis. That's what I've tagged it as. It is my angry penis zombie. And I think this is the last one I've done. So I will continue doing this book with water-based markers or alcohol markers because, it makes them pop and I do love my zombies. So that was Dazzling Zombie. Next is this Horror and Nightmare Creatures. I just recently showed this one in my Spooktober haul. So I thought I had to grab it and do some colouring. And I did the first 5 images in this one as well. So you've got a Pennywise type clown. Now this is where I've noticed an error in the book. Colour 6 and colour 17 both say dark red. Colour 6 is for the mouth inside of the mouth, and colour 17 was the background. So what I did, just to vary it up a bit, I just grabbed two sort of dark red alcohol markers that I had in my collection and just alternated between those two colours to do the background. This one out of the 5 I've done in this book so far is probably my favourite, because I think the colours used just really make it pop, and this is Annabelle the doll. We got a vampire. And a vampire lady. Now I messed up on this color 11 should have been light pink, which is here, but for some reason I did light grey, so that's why we've got like a pink and a yellow as it should have been. That should have been another tone of pink. I just completely stuffed up reading the color for some reason. There is no light grey in this image, so I don't know what I was doing when I did it, but it's a vampire chick. And the last one is a clown, and I absolutely don't like clowns. So the colours pop on this one too. I do like the colours on this one as well. So that was the first 5 images from Horror and Nightmare Creatures. Next one is Little Witches. Now I did 5 from this as well, but I did them a bit, not in a row, I did them all over the place. So, whoops, we should go, the first tag I have here is this cute one. I just used water-based markers, so most likely it would either be anything from Faber-Castell, Crayola or Ohuhu. I've just stuck to one colour for the background because I like that a bit better. I think it makes the image itself pop a bit more. Next one is this one. And this one. Then we have this witch who's obviously not impressed at all by the amount of cleaning of cauldrons she has to do. I don't know why, if they're magical, they don't have a magical dishwasher or can just, you know, magic the cleaning of the cauldrons. You don't have to actually do it yourself. That's their choice, I suppose. And this one. Pumpkin soup. Well, this one's dated the 1st of September, so I think a few of these colour by numbers, I did like really not many in September. September wasn't a good month. Both my parents got COVID, and my dad, he has an autoimmune disease, so he got quite sick. So yeah, I think that's why I've counted any September in October, because there was like hardly any. But they were all of the really cool images from Little Witches. This is the all-time hits by Sash and Sash Diva. Now this is where I got some, I think I showed them in my Spooktober haul, how I had the samples of this book and also of the Magical Artifacts books that I coloured in here, and I loved the samples so much that I bought the actual full books. I did these with alcohol markers, and I think the images are just cool. There's the second one. This one, I love the greens I chose for Frankie. This one's really cool. And I must have skipped a bit, yep, and went to Mr. Pumpkinhead, or David S. Pumpkins, as I'm calling him. And the next 4 are from the 50 Halloween mandalas. You could, Doodle Robot does it, and I want to do it when I do some more mandala work. She alters the page, takes like an element out of the mandala, and then alters the rest of the page with it, so it's not left with a big white space. And I really want to try and do that with some mandalas. She has inspired me. I'm sure mine won't turn out anywhere near as awesome as Doodle's do, but it's a great thing to try out. yeah, so these mandalas are cool because they're based on obviously Halloween, so they're not just your standard geometric type of mandala. They've got some cool working to them. So they were the 4 from the Halloween mandalas, and then I think I have 2 from the Magical Artifacts book, which I also went and bought the full book of. This one I did do early September, and I was just experimenting with different mediums I have around. I did the background in the Ohuhu metallic markers, and I wanted to see what it looked like going over with white paint pen around the liquids to see how that looked. So I was just playing around with different effects. I like it. I think it came out well. Gave me some ideas on what to try, like especially if I want to use white to make like water effects and stuff like that. And that was the other one I did. I just left the background plain, and I used, for the background of the jars, I used the magic pencils from Koh-i-Noor, which are like the 3 leads in one pencil. That was all of the ones here from All Time Hits. So there's 5 books to go, and these are all of the non-colour by numbers. So the first one I've got from Evil Chibi by Abby Dev. And if you watched my video on the non-dominant hand challenge, you will have seen this one. This is the image I coloured in using my left hand. And the other page I did from here, if I can get to the back, is just this side of the advent calendar, so the first 15 days worth. I did do this one as a shorts video. I had planned to do more as shorts videos, but I never really organized myself quite well enough around timing and recording when I was coloring especially. So I just sat down and finished the page off in one go. So yeah, there were 15 little images there. So that's the Evil Chibi by Abby Dev. I finally started on Spooky Girl. I thought there's no better time than to start on this book than October. So I did the front page, which I usually don't colour in front pages, but I wanted to on this one just because it was a good clear enough image that you could do it with. Now I used alcohol markers too in this book. And I did that This Book Belongs To, and I generally never colour these pages in either, but again, the image was clear enough and separate enough it could be done. And I used purple and green, Halloween-y themed colours, but they're also, purple and green are the official colours of Mag Designs when I do make things. I love purple and green together. And then I did 2 images from the book. I did this one. So I wanted to make the Spooky Girl and the flowers pop with brighter colours, and the water ghosts, or whatever they were, you want to call them, I used very subtle sort of blues and greens and yellows, like really, really pale versions, so that they're still coloured in, but they don't pop as much as the Spooky Girl does and the flowers. And the last one, Spooky Girl Goes to the Movies. So I'm really quite happy I got to start in this one. So that's Spooky Girl. Oh, if you saw that, that is little Loonies. So Luna is settled on her blankie. I wonder if I can just tip the camera slightly so you can see her. There you go, there's Luna. Luna has joined me for the rest of this filming. Good girl, baby. Alrighty, let's have a look at Misfits, a zombie colouring book. So this is the first time I've coloured in this book also. So the first one I did, if I can get the little tag out, there we go, is this image. It's called Slurpee, and I used the Ohuhu pastel alcohol markers. And I like it. I think it's cool. You might not be able to see it. I'll try and bring it up to the camera there. I wrote in gold pen Ghoul Power instead of Girl Power, just to put something on her t-shirt. And I did a second image. And come on. There we go. So this one just had the zombie girl. It's called Patches, obviously because all of her skin's patched together. And it was a white background. I was planning to experiment with something I had around. I didn't know what, but something. So I changed my mind because I was looking at her face and there's a tiny bit of drool there, and I thought it'd be like you could be doing a comedy set at her and she had no idea what you were saying. So that's why I've done a big I say. And here's some really, really lame zombie jokes for you. What crosswords do zombies like? A cryptic one. What do vegetarian zombies eat? Grains. What's a zombie's favourite cheese? Zombie. And where do zombies go for holidays? The Dead Sea. Insert rim shot here. 2 more books to go. The next one I did was some more pages from Pastel Goth. I did the cover page. And I matched as best I could the colour family. I mean, I didn't have to. I just wanted to use that as the inspiration for that. So, and the other one I did was this one, and I didn't do this in pastel-y colours. I did this in darker tones. The little devil girl in her little summoning circle, and I really like this one as well. So they were the 2 images from Pastel Goth, which is Louisa May. And the last book I coloured from is Chibi Girls, and obviously I used the section that was the Chibi Horror section. So I did the ghosty lady, or ghosty girl. The mummy. These are all alcohol markers. This girl who's probably a little bit cray-cray. And I did do some tiny little bit of writing to alter it a bit. I wrote the obvious one you always get with horror, red rum, of course, which is murder backwards. I put some blood splatter there. I did some little blood dots on her band-aids. Dye, and of course my favourite colour, 666. So I just added that to this one. And why she's daydreaming about teddy bears and chairs, I have no idea, but that apparently is where her mind is at now. So that, looking at, just double checking, yes, that was the last of my colouring pages for Spooktober 2022. So I hope you have enjoyed watching. Thank you, everybody. It is truly appreciated. Let me know down in the comments, what was your favourite page? I'm also open for November. If you're interested in doing any buddy colours with me, let me know down below in the comments, or you can contact me via Instagram at magdesigns13. I am happy to continue colouring spooky books with you, or if you are interested in doing something that's not spooky. For us in Australia, it is spring. I know it's autumn on the northern hemisphere, but oh look, I'm happy to colour anything. If you're interested, just give me a shout out. If this is your first time stumbling across my channel, please consider subscribing. That would be truly appreciated. If everybody could hit that thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you're up to date when I have released my latest video. If you're interested in supporting my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon set up, and the details are up here on screen. That will do it for this video. So everybody, no matter where you are, please stay safe, stay weird. I hope you had an absolutely fantastic Halloween, and I will catch you in the next one.